I'm an English learner. I have a problems with English words. Sometimes I find words in which I have a letter and this letter is silent. It's written but not spoken. Sometimes I find words in which I have a letter but this letter has a different pronunciation. Sometimes I find this letter in its natural sound. So how can we solve this problem? Welcome again to RLT English channel. I wish you subscribe the channel and follow the videos. Our lesson today is the fourth letter of the English alphabet, which is the letter D. Today we are going to deal with this letter in an elaborate way and we will find the secrets in which we have problem pronouncing this letter in words. How to read D letter. So that's the capital form and that's the small form. We have 5 rules. The first rule 1, which says we read it as D sound in words like do. It means the first rule, it deals with the natural way in which we read D letter. The second and third, fourth and 5 deals with an exceptional rules. In rule 2, we write it, but we don't read it in the 3 words. I said 3 words, so they are 3. Sandwich, handsome, Wednesday. In these 3 words, we have D letter, but it is silent, not spoken. The third rule and 4 and 5, these 3 last rules, we pronounce D as G. So let's have a look at them. The rule 3 says we read it as the sound J in words D. In words D is followed by G or J letters. Always means whenever we have D letter followed by G or J, we pronounce it as G, because as we said earlier, that G sound is a constructed sound from G and D. So we feel that we had D and G sound together. Like fridge. Fridge, we say fridge without D. Fridge. Judge, because G sound here, it takes the sound from D. The fourth rule says we read it as G sound when it is followed by U letter in some words. In some words, not all words. Here, always, in all words, whenever we see D followed by G or J, we pronounce it as G. But here the fourth rule says that we pronounce it as G, but in some words, not all words, when D letter is followed by U, like educate. Here D followed by U, we pronounce it as G. Educate. Graduate. But in other words, we read it as D. In other words, we have D followed by U, but we read it as D. Like duration, produce, duration, D-U, duration, not D-U-G, D-U-D, duration, produce. The 5 rule, which says we read it G with the word soldier. Just with this word, we pronounce it as G. We don't take this structure D-I-E and apply it on all the words which have the same structure. Just in this word, we pronounce it as G. I wish all enjoy the video and follow me in the next video in which we are going to deal with E letter, which is more elaborate and we have more pros. So see you in the next video.